In a community, there once lived a great king called King Onuma. He was very powerful and he led his kingdom by example. He ruled his kingdom by the examples he laid himself. Whatever laws he placed on the land, he also fulfilled them. He was very, very hardworking. He usually worked from morning to night and come back home each time he wanted to go to the farm. And he was able to feed a lot of people in the community. He had 5 sons. They were all young men, vibrant young men. While he was ruling, the neighboring kingdoms were at war with each other. They were fighting, capturing people and selling them off. So, the people around were always afraid to go to the farm. But King Onuma always told his people, be armed. And each time you go to the farm, be at alert. When you see the other communities coming for war, hide. When they pass, continue your work. Make sure you bring something home for your family. And these people continued living like that successfully, without any problem. One day, King Onuma went to the farm with 5 of his sons. While they were going, they took along some yams that they would roast and eat with oil during lunch. So they got to the farm. As they were there walking, the sun was high. They decided to go into the farm and rest a little. While roasting the yam, they roasted the yams. After roasting, the 6 of them ate and drank cool water from the pot, the earthenware pot his wife, the queen, had placed in the hut. After the relaxation, they came out to work again on the farm. As they were tossed and engrossed walking, King Onuma was singing silently, walking. He was tilling the ground, getting it ready for the coming yam planting season. So while he was doing that, he did not know that the enemies were coming. And his 5 children that he was having, the last son was always very stubborn. He told the son, who was lying down, sleeping inside the hut, to come and walk, should not be a lazy man. He told him never to be strong-headed as he usually was. But the boy did not listen. He was taught sleeping. And the king was busy walking and thinking about him. He did not pay caution to his surroundings when immediately he was surrounded by some men, armed. He looked up and found that he had been surrounded with his 4 sons, and the other last one was inside sleeping. The men went in and dragged the boy out. So they wanted to capture them and take them to their kingdom to sell off. The king looked up and looked down and said, I'm here in the farm with my 5 sons. Does it mean if we are captured now, my kingdom will be lost? The throne of my ancestors will not have anybody to occupy it? Oh, he thought. His mind was going topsy-turvy. He was thinking of what to do. Then he looked at the men and said, "Oh, strangers, welcome to our land. I know your intentions. You've come to capture us. But before we move on to wherever you want us to go, let me entertain you people. The custom of our land is to give kola. Fortunately, I have kola nuts in the farm, which is a gourd full of palm wine," he said to them. "Sit down while I get to the palm wine so that you can quench your taste. The sun is high and you must have trekked a long distance." The men were happy. They smiled. "Thank you, King Onuma. Please," because they recognized him, "get us the palm wine." So the king asked them to sit down. They sat down under the tree that was there, the shade. There was shade under the tree. And then the king called his 1st son and told him, "My son, run down now to the farm hut over there. Go and get me the gourd of palm wine we brought to the farm this morning." The son knew the father has great wisdom, and he knew that they did not come along with palm wine when they were coming in the morning. He understood the message the father was trying to say. He nodded his head and said, all right, father, let me go and get it, and made his way towards the farm hut. When he got there, he opened the window and jumped out through the window. The father waited and did not see him. He said, what is this? My son did not see it or what? Oh yeah, second son, come. Go to the farm hut and bring the palm wine that I kept there and call your elder brother. The second son said, okay, father. He made his way towards the hut, opened the back window and jumped through the window. The father looked and said, my two sons, grown-up sons, sent them to bring the palm wine, and they did not see it. What must they be doing there? He told the men, please have patience with me. Let me send my third son to go and call them and bring the palm wine. The men said, all right, king, kind king, thank you. He now sent the third son. The third son went. The same thing happened. He now called the fourth one finally. If your three brothers have no sense, you are the fourth one. I thought I have children that can rule my empire, but they are senseless. My fourth son, go to the hut and bring the palm wine. Look on your left, you will see it. I kept it there. His son looked at his father's eyes, understood what the sign the father was giving him, and went in to the hut. Through the window, he escaped. The father now said, oh, strangers, imagine. 4 sons of a king, they have no sense. In that small hut, they are still there looking for palm wine. Palm wine that I kept myself. Okay, my 5th son, please, Odini, get up. Go to the hut and bring the palm wine I kept. The 5th son looked at his father and said, Father, why should I go when my other brothers have not gone? I've gone there and they did not see it. The father used his eyes to be giving him sign. But Odini said, Father, why are you giving me that kind of sign? Why are you doing your eye like this? He was saying it in front of strangers. You cannot send me like that. If my seniors have no sense to go, why should I go? I'm not going, Father. Please, I'm not going. If they cannot bring it, let them stay there. I'm waiting here. I will wait until they come back and all of us will go. The father now looked at the strangers and said, imagine, I, a king, sending my son to go into the hut and bring palm wine and call his brothers so that we can drink and start going. And he's refusing. Imagine the son of a king being disobedient. Well, since he has refused to go, let me go by myself, he said to the men. Let me go and bring it. I kept it. Maybe they don't know where I kept it. I kept it and covered it with some leaves so that it will be cool. Let me go and bring it. The men said, okay, king, we are waiting. Thank you for your hospitality. The king said, no problem. Then the king said, he looked at his son, Odini, and said, Odini, my son, stay with them while I go and bring the palm wine. Stay with them. I'm coming. I'll be right back. The son said, go, father, and your children that are stubborn, let me just be. So the father, the king, got up. King Onoma got up and made his way so slowly and silently to the hut, opened the window and jumped out and went home. The men stayed and stayed, waited and waited. They did not see King Onoma. They did not see the children. They said, what happened? They grabbed Odini and said, where is your father? Let's go look for your father. Could he be grouping for the palm wine also? They grabbed Odini. Odini started to shout, Father, Father, please come. The men are ruffling me. They are grabbing me now. Come, Father. They are waiting for us to start going. Come, Father. Don't let them catch me alone. No, they are here. No sound. The men now took Odini and went to the farm hut. They did not see anyone. The window was wide open. The men now shook their head. Their leader now said, what? Could this old king have used his wisdom on all of us to play us all and escape with 4 of his sons? Oh, now look at you, he turned to Odini. You, this portrait, you are a stubborn son. You would have been saved by now. Your old father would have been the one with us. But now, out of your stubbornness, your unwillingness to obey your father, you are the one left here. So your father has rescued your other brothers. You are the one that will be carried now to our kingdom and captured. Odini was crying, but there was no help. Odini was crying, there was no help. They tied him and carried him away. Now, in the kingdom where Onoma ruled, he gathered all his men and told them the story of what had happened and cautioned the younger ones. Look into the eyes of your parents. Listen to the words of your parents. There are hidden meanings in the words of your parents that could save your life, that could save you in your entire lifetime. That is the end of the story. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Press the notification bell so that you'll be the first to receive my stories each time I release a new one. Thanks for watching.